What's up guys, Aries Gaming here, bringing you guys a special video for today. Now if you watched my last video I posted earlier this morning, which was my Zer video, you would know that I told you guys I was posting a special video today, and it's actually an exotic review video. Now if you paid attention in the beginning of the video, I did have the exotic weapon I'm reviewing on my back for a split second, and then I changed it. Now the weapon I'm reviewing is the exotic pulse rifle Outbreak Prime. It is pretty easy to get and also pretty hard, but this will be my first Crucible match using it. I was using it at PvE last night. It was doing pretty good. And the perks it comes with are Smooth Ballistics, Accurized Ballistics, Smart Drift Control, Outlaw, Lightweight, Hand-Loaded, Fitted Stock, and Virulence. Precision kills with this release a Siva Nanite Swarm that attack other enemies. Now, before you say that this perk is OP, it's not, because it's on a 10-second cooldown, so if you get one headshot, you have to wait another 10 seconds to get another one for the perk to actually activate. So you can't get two back-to-back headshots and have two Nanite Swarms released. And the exotic perk is the Corruption Spreads. Enemies that take repeated hits from this weapon spawn Siva Nanites that attack other enemies. Fallen take extra damage. This weapon is really good to use in the raid. I had a guy that was using it in my group last night. He was helping us get this. It's in PvE, it's a really good weapon. In Crucible, I don't know because I've never used it in Crucible before. So we're about to test that now. And I don't want to play Supremacy because it kills me. I'm going to play Clash because it's easier. Now, this is going to be my first Crucible match with this weapon. I hope it is what I've seen it to be. I've seen a guy absolutely destroy with this weapon. I've seen a guy do really bad with this weapon. So it looks like this is one of those weapons you're either really good with or you're really bad with in PvP. Now, later today, I'm going to be streaming with Trials, and I'm going to be using this weapon the entire time I'm streaming. Hopefully. I intend on using it, but if I get melted or if I'm getting destroyed, I'm probably going to take it off, because this weapon, it seems like one of the weapons that you're either really good with or you're really bad with. Overall, this weapon looks really good. In my opinion, it's one of the best looking guns in the game so far. Now, it's really not the easiest thing to get. You have to do a whole quest line. But before you do that, you have to activate all 5 monitors in the raid, and that just takes a lot of time. If you have a good group, it won't. Last night, I was doing it in my group, and it took me maybe an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes to do this entire thing. Now, the quest line's different. The quest line's going to take you either 3 or 4 or maybe even 5 hours, depending on the guys you're playing with and if you guys get everything done quickly. So, great. The map I absolutely despise. Again, first Crucible match with this weapon. Hopefully it's really good. Hopefully I don't do too bad and embarrass myself. Oh, and look, that dude has the Trials helmet already. Let's do this. Don't ask why I went all the way around, I just did. See, this weapon looks pretty freaking amazing.
Gains the lead.
And in Trials today, it's going to be a mess because of Mida, Kvalstov, Thorn, and Gallahorn. Thank you, Bungie, for making Trials an absolute mess. See, the impact isn't high enough for the fire rate. The fire rate is pretty slow, in my opinion. It's almost like the Hawksaw, but a little bit faster, and the impact is definitely not worth it. That's one thing I don't like about this weapon. The impact is pretty low for the fire rate. It definitely deserves a bit more impact. The fire rate's fine. It's just the impact. The impact kind of gets to me because I'm used to the higher fire rate, medium impact pulse rifles. Kind of like the Grasp. Not the Grasp, the Hawksaw. The Hawksaw has a somewhat high fire rate. and a medium impact. That's what I like to use. And I get slide shotgunned by a Matador, because, you know, why not? But in my opinion, this weapon looks really good, but in Crucible, it doesn't seem right now to be playing really good. I know it's probably just me, because I've never used this weapon in Crucible before. Finally, I got 1 kill. And it was so close. See, that's what I'm talking about. The impact does not match the fire rate. The impact needs to be just a slight higher because of this medium fire rate. Now in PvE, this weapon's good. But in PvP, I don't know. I'm not really liking it too much.
You're in the lead.
Alright, so there was the Outlaw, and then that was probably the Virulence perk activated at the same time. See, this is definitely one of those weapons you're either really good with or you're really bad with. And I'm kind of like in the middle. You know, I like pulse rifles, but I like hand cannons a bit better. Hand cannons. I'm not really liking this weapon too much in Crucible. PvE, I would definitely use it all the time if I'm not using Gallahorn. But normally I run the Raid Rocket Launcher when I'm running PvE. And there's the Mida. That was a big mistake on my part. So, at the current moment, I'm not really liking this weapon. Again, if the fire rate was, the impact was a bit higher, I would really suggest this weapon for Crucible. But this is mainly a PvE weapon as the looks of it. Again, the impact doesn't really match the fire rate. Totally off topic here, but another weapon that really needs to be either nerfed, is 100% the Kvostov. The Kvostov's impact and fire rate is just, without any upgrades, really OP. Now overall, the Kvostov is a really good weapon. In Crucible, that thing shreds, but it's not really one I would be interested in using. Only mainly because the Kvostov, I'm not really wanting it to take my exotic slot. Only because I've got a whole vault full of other weapons I could choose from.
Heavy ammo available.
Now, this weapon, you know, I'm kind of liking it now because I have the hang of it. You know, I know how it shoots now. This is one of those weapons, again, you're either really bad with or you're really good with it and you know exactly how to use it. If you don't know how to use this weapon, then it's going to take you a bit more time to learn how to use it and, you know, what fights to stay out of, stuff like that. And, you know, you always want to go with headshots for this weapon just because of that perk. Now, it is on a 10-second timer, so don't think that, you know, if you get 4 headshots, you're going to be able to activate this debuff. It doesn't work like that.
One final push and victory is yours.
Just for good luck, I'm going to pop me a 3 of coins. Because why not? Just for good luck. Now, I I did pretty decent this game. I didn't do good. Like, this is definitely not me, how I'm playing right now. I normally annihilate everybody. But only because I'm using a brand new weapon I've never used before is the reason I'm doing absolutely horrible.
A single victory doesn't win a
Alright, so we got an exotic chest engram. Look at that. But I don't think we have any chest engram, new chest exotics. Oh well. Thank you guys for watching. Twitch and Twitter links in the description. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Zer video and watch my stream for trials tonight. I'll see you guys next time on Aries Gaming.